Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay. Okay. Do they appear to be completely awake?
On the way?
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear them talk or cry?
No.
Okay. Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
What really happened inside Gene Hackman's Santa Fe home? The sudden and mysterious deaths of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and their dog have left investigators puzzled and the public speculating since they were discovered in February. The 95-year-old Oscar-winning actor, known for unforgettable performances in films like The French Connection, Unforgiven, and The Royal Tenenbaums, had been living a quiet, reclusive life with his wife in their New Mexico home. But the peace of their retirement was shattered when deputies made a disturbing discovery: 3 bodies in different rooms with no immediate explanation. Authorities described the scene as unusual and suspicious, yet maintained they found no signs of foul play, no forced entry, no visible trauma, no evidence of a struggle, just the bodies of 2 people and their beloved pet, seemingly having died around the same time. What force or circumstance could claim 3 lives simultaneously without leaving a trace? What silent killer entered their home? Or what tragic sequence of events unfolded within those walls? As we await official autopsy results and toxicology reports, 5 distinct theories have emerged to explain this puzzling case. Each offers a potential answer, but which one is closest to the truth? Let's dive into the evidence, examine the clues, and explore the different possibilities of what might have happened to Gene Hackman, Betsy Arakawa, and their German Shepherd in those final moments. Theory Non. 1. At 95 years old, Gene Hackman's death could have simply been from natural causes. This theory suggests that Hackman may have suffered a heart attack or stroke, causing him to suddenly collapse in the mudroom where he was found. His wife, Betsy Arakawa, possibly shocked by discovering her husband deceased, may have rushed to the bathroom to take medication, only to suffer a medical event of her own. Evidence found at the scene included thyroid medication, Tylenol, and blood pressure medicine, all of which were taken as evidence by investigators. The sheriff has refused to confirm who these medications belonged to, raising several possibilities. Could Arakawa have accidentally overdosed in the panic of finding her husband dead? Or perhaps she simply collapsed from the extreme stress and grief of the situation. Hackman's pacemaker recorded its last event on February 17th, approximately 9 days before the bodies were discovered. This timeline suggests they had been deceased for some time, allowing for significant decomposition to occur. Theory number 2. When investigators first arrived at the scene, carbon monoxide poisoning seemed like a logical explanation. After all, when people mysteriously die in their home with no visible injuries, toxic gas exposure is often the culprit. However, this theory was completely ruled out by authorities. The medical examiner confirmed that both Hackman and Arakawa tested negative for carbon monoxide. Additionally, the gas company thoroughly inspected the home and found no leaks. This revelation came as a major surprise to many following the case, as it eliminated what seemed like the most straightforward explanation for their simultaneous deaths. Theory number 3. The second theory reverses the order of events. What if Arakawa had a sudden medical emergency in the bathroom? If so, Hackman, elderly, frail, and dependent on a cane for mobility, may have attempted to go for help, only to collapse before making it out of the house. One compelling detail supports this theory. Hackman was found with both his cane and his sunglasses. Was he preparing to leave the house when he collapsed? Was he trying to reach a phone to call for emergency services? Or did he simply pass away from confusion and distress after his wife's sudden death? With bodies found in separate rooms, this theory could explain why neither was able to help the other. Arakawa's body showed signs of mummification, which some experts suggest could indicate she died first, though pathologists have stated determining the exact sequence will be difficult. Theory number 4. This is where the case takes a controversial turn. Police have consistently stated there were no signs of foul play, no forced entry, no trauma on the bodies, and no items stolen from the home. However, that hasn't stopped internet conspiracies from emerging. Actor Randy Quaid, known for roles in Independence Day and Christmas Vacation, made shocking claims on social media, stating Gene Hackman and his wife were murder victims. He suggested their deaths were staged to look natural, implying powerful people wanted Hackman silenced. Is this just another Hollywood conspiracy theory? So far, police have found zero evidence supporting foul play. Yet the sheriff has stated they haven't officially ruled anything out, contributing to ongoing speculation. If Hackman and Arakawa were indeed targeted, why wasn't there any sign of struggle? The absence of any defensive wounds or signs of resistance makes this theory seem less plausible to investigators. Theory number 5. One of the most puzzling aspects of this case involves their German Shepherd, found dead inside a closet kennel. Strangely, 2 other dogs in the house were found alive. This raises several questions. If Hackman and Arakawa died suddenly, was the dog left without food or water for days, eventually succumbing to starvation or dehydration? Or was something more sinister at play? A necropsy, animal autopsy, is being performed on the dog, which could provide crucial evidence. If toxins are found in the dog's system, it might point to poisoning affecting all 3 deceased. Some have speculated that the dog was intentionally confined, but by whom and why? This remains one of the biggest unanswered questions in the investigation. What happens next? As of now, authorities have not released any new updates on the case. The official autopsy and toxicology reports are still pending and could take weeks to complete. One potentially revealing piece of evidence is a planner taken from the home. If Hackman and Arakawa had future plans written down, it would suggest their deaths were not planned or anticipated. However, if the planner stops abruptly before their deaths, it could indicate something more concerning. The medical examiner has emphasized that determining the exact sequence of events will be challenging due to the advanced state of decomposition. But investigators continue working to piece together what happened in the final days of this legendary actor and his wife. As we await answers in this puzzling case, we must remember that behind the theories and speculation was a man who gave us countless memorable performances, a wife who stood by his side, and a beloved pet that was part of their family. Gene Hackman spent his later years seeking the privacy he rarely found during his stellar Hollywood career. He retreated from the spotlight, choosing a quiet life in the mountains of New Mexico. Perhaps there's something tragically poetic that, even in death, Hackman remains enigmatic, his final chapter as mysterious as some of the characters he portrayed on screen. Whatever the official ruling eventually determines, nothing can diminish the legacy Hackman leaves behind. A body of work spanning decades, performances that defined American cinema, and a talent that inspired generations of actors. As we conclude this exploration of the theories surrounding his passing, 2 questions remain that may never be fully answered, even after all the evidence is collected. Did Gene Hackman and his wife know in those final moments what was happening to them? Or were they, like all of us someday will be, simply unprepared for the sudden, unexpected end of their story? The silence from that Santa Fe home holds secrets we may never completely understand. But in respecting the privacy Hackman so valued in life, perhaps we should focus less on the mystery of how he left this world, and more on celebrating how magnificently he lived in it.